So I am here at PAX East 2017, and I'm chatting with a developer of a game called Xenno the Rogue. Good, sure. Could you tell me your name?
Jamie Holub.
Nice to meet you, Jamie. Now, Xenno the Rogue, I have a feeling, is this kind of roguelike?
It is not, actually. It is not a roguelike. It is an action RPG platformer.
Oh, very nice. So what inspired this game?
It is a game based on another game I made about 15 years ago when I was much younger. Yes.
So you've been developing games for a long time, then?
Yes, since I was little. Since I was 5 years old, actually.
What? What were you thinking, boy?
I was making little basic games. My dad got me a book when I was about 5 years old. It was a little basic game. It was a little book on making basic games for kids.
Okay, very nice. Wow. So you're a veteran developer then. So now
Speaking, yes.
So now is Xenno the Rogue your first commercial game, or?
Yes, my first attempt at a commercial game.
Hey, that's good. So how long have you been working on this?
This particular version, a little over 2 years.
Fantastic. So now, this is your first time at PAX too?
Yes, very first time at PAX ever.
Okay, I'm impressed. So now, did you find it difficult to get your game in here?
No, not necessarily. I just contacted the guys at Read Pop and said I was interested in showcasing it. They were very helpful in trying to get me in here.
Because I've been asking a lot of people if they feel like there's a difference between the games in the different, like for games on the Periphery, the games in the PAX Rising, and the games in the Indie Mega Booth. Do you feel like there's a big cultural difference around there?
No, not necessarily.
Like there's no pressure to make a certain sort of game for the Mega Booth?
No, I didn't get that impression at all.
Okay, very cool. So now, let's say folks want to get Xenno the Rogue, where can they go?
Plan to release it on Steam, hopefully Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And I'll be looking at other platforms also, but it all depends on what I can get it on.
Excellent. Now let's say they want to follow you, maybe on Twitter, where can they go?
At Jamie Holub.
Okay, very cool. Now another thing is, I know that you actually read a book written by yours truly called Playing the Press. Now, did you find that very helpful?
Yes, very helpful. Especially for since I'm very new to the industry, brand new to the industry. It's a good primer for just like getting like a basic understanding of like how to contact the press and just how to speak to them.
Yeah. I know that because I wrote this with independent developers like you in mind. So was there any advice from the book that you would definitely want to pass on to other devs?
No, not necessarily. Just read the book. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Gets right to the point. It speaks directly to the types of questions that you would ask if you were trying to get into the industry. Like how do I even ask for an interview? How do I even contact these people? What are they even interested in? You know, those are the types of things that you have on your mind, and that it spoke directly to that. It was very, very good, very helpful.
Well, I'm very glad that my book helped you out. Folks, check out Xenno the Rogue. Sir, it has been a pleasure to talk with you.
Yes, pleasure to meet you, sir.
Wait a minute, I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's right. Didn't you have like a sleep disorder?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, hang on. Don't worry. We can fix this in post. But, so also, Jamie, you mentioned in your email to me that you had a bit of a sleep disorder?
That's correct. I have something called delayed sleep phase disorder.
Now, what is that?
It's basically the simplest way to explain it is basically it's for people who consider themselves night owls, I guess. Typically have it. If you're up like at night playing like video games or watching TV or something of that nature, it kind of switches your circadian rhythm so that you're up at night and then you want to sleep during the day. And most people don't realize that this is actually like a pretty serious physical condition.
So, but you managed to get help with this?
Yes. There's an excellent book called what's it called? Great sleep, reduced cancer, I believe. It's written by a PhD. He used to work for GE. Yes, I believe he was responsible for more or less developing like the modern light bulb. He wrote the book because he felt like he was at least partially responsible for creating the disorder that I have. It also explains how to treat it too, very effectively. Very, very simple, very cheaply, and most people don't even realize that this cure exists.
So has the disorder affected your game development at all?
Yes, it has. For the simple reason, the way you fix it is because the light affects you when you're up at night. What I do is I wear these glasses that cuts out, basically it removes the color blue from my field of vision. And the first couple of years when I was working on the game, I was working a full-time job in 9 to 5, and then I would come home and I would work in the evening. And it's rather difficult working on a game in the evening when you can't see the color blue and you have to design a game in full color. So I would have to, figure out a way. I had to figure out a way to how to do that.
Now, have you had any success with programs like F.Lux?
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, this might change things a little for you. Like F.Lux, it basically what it does is it slowly starts tinting your monitor more orange, less blue as like time goes on, more towards the night. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be definitely interested in that.
Yeah, it's free. It could be a game changer for somebody like you. So I'm happy to have told you about it. So yeah, it has been great to talk with you.
Yes.
Please enjoy your PAX.
Thank you. You too.